What's going on, everyone? Coach Dorston here. We're halfway through the week already. Hope you're all still doing great. Hope you're finding new, fun, exciting ways to keep yourselves entertained while we're still kind of cooped up and everything like that. It's been pretty nice outside these last few days, so hopefully you've been able to go out and kind of enjoy that. So make sure you're getting outside, not just for our workouts and everything, but just being able to kind of enjoy and get out of the house, stop playing all your video games and everything like that. So we've got a new workout for you. Obviously, this is kind of going to be an extension of the one from last week on Wednesday, but with a couple different adjustments to the sets and reps. So we'll get right into it. We've got our warm-up that we've already gone through. Again, I know I've said it plenty of times, but if you need to, go check out the warm-up videos. If you're kind of new to all this, go through that. Then we've got our 5, 10, 5 shuttle. So I know by now all of you have become masters of being able to walk out your space and everything. But again, if you haven't really watched the first couple videos, go check that out, the warm-up videos where I explain kind of how I find my distances and everything like that, just so you kind of know what you're doing. Last week we had times 6, we've got times 8 this week. So with that means we're going 4 to the left and 4 to the right. Again, if you need like a better example of what I'm talking about, go check out the first videos where I talk about the 5, 10, 5 and what we're looking for there. So again, 4 to the left, 4 to the right, taking about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes in between each and every rep for this one, just so we can get that full recovery, we can get the most out of it, get that explosiveness with each move. So then we've got our 2A and our 2B. So our 2A, we've got our hip bridge holds. So we've got 4 by 30 seconds on each leg. With this, remember, our goal is to try to feel this kind of in our glutes or in our butt. So if you can only do that for about 15 to 20 seconds before you start getting that crampy feeling in your hamstring, just stick with that and reset, switch to the other side. If it starts to feel like that for all the reps, then you might have to put down your other leg and go for a double leg hold, which with that, if you need to go a little bit longer to really start to feel something, go for it. But again, we are trying to feel it in kind of our glutes or our butt with that move. So we'll have a set of each one on each leg. So a set of 30 seconds or whatever your time is on your left leg, a set of 30 seconds on your right leg, and then you'll go into your dead bugs. So kind of like we've done in our warm-up too with the dead bugs. And the video on last Wednesday, so workout number 8, I showed a couple little modifications for that if it's a little too hard and if you start to lose that connection with your low back on the ground. So if you had to do the modification, you can either try doing the full dead bug and you don't have to do as many reps, so maybe only 6 reps before your low back starts to come off the ground, or if you can, try to do the same modification, but go for the 10 reps on each side. And then again, we've got 4 sets, so it's already a little more work than last week. So then we've got our 3A and our 3B. So we've got our lateral lunges, 4 by 8. So our reps haven't changed on that. We're just doing one more set. If you need to, you can add a little more weight to this one if you were using weight, or if you were doing the modification, so kind of that side squat, try the actual lateral lunge, just making sure we're keeping our chest pretty tall. We're gonna have a little bit of a lean forward, but again, we shouldn't be kind of like bowing to the ground in the way. So we should still keep our chest tall and everything with that. So you'll do 4 by 8 or 1 by 8 on one leg, 1 by 8 on the other leg, and then we'll go into our Superman holds. So then we've got 4 by 30 to 45 seconds with that. So remember, bouncing back and forth between those two. Then we've got our 4, A, B, and C. So you'll notice that our reps have changed a little bit for the push-ups, but besides that, Our sets are about the same there, just because I really want you to work on that technique. For the feet elevated push-ups, again, I kind of gave you some different ways to make it easier, harder. If you want to try one of the harder variations if you're doing one of the easier ones. And again, our goal is 8 to 10 on these, but if you can do one of the harder modifications with good form for a couple less reps in that, that's fine. Then we've got 3 by 30 seconds on our suitcase carry. So again, with that one, if you need to, you can add a little more weight to it. Try to stuff your book bag, your like your sandbag, your bucket with a little more weight if you want to. But remember, trying to keep that nice solid form through the whole entire movement. And then we've got our slow motion reverse flies. So if you need to for this, again, you can kind of add a little more weight, or kind of how I showed you on that workout number 8, you can try kind of extending the books out to making them, holding the books so they're a little longer in your hands, and that itself makes it a little bit harder. Then for our finisher, we got 1 minute of lateral line jumps. So for that one, that was the finisher in our workout number 2. We want to see if we can get a little, like a couple more jumps than we did on that first try. So remember with this, we're trying to move kind of from our hips, not just moving our feet back and forth, but almost thinking of when you see those downhill skiers, like snow skiers, how they kind of turn their hips and everything. We're looking for that kind of movement. So if you need to, go check out that video. We're going a minute. Remember, over and back is 1. Track your time, or track your reps. Send it to your coaches. Again, hope you're all doing great. We'll talk to you soon.